It's time to let it flow. It's time to let it flow. Yeah, it's time to let it flow. Yeah, it's time to let it flow. It's time to let it flow. What's poppin'? Welcome to the next episode of Let It Flow. I got my boy Tim back with me. What's good, bro?
Good, brother.
Chillin'. How you been, dawg?
Been good, man. You know, recently married, bro. You know, my boy was there.
For sure. The wedding was amazing, bro.
Thank you, bro. I really, the people keep asking me, like, did you enjoy the wedding? And I tell people the dopest part was just being in the room with everybody I love. Like, that was so dope to me, bro. Like my heart was literally full that night, bro. Like, I was like, yo, like, that's my boy. That's my boy. That's my family. That's my granny. Like, that. When y'all get older, life becomes more than just being in the moment. It's going to be these memories that you never forget. And yes, I was getting married and I was there. Me and my wife, that's a memory that we'll cherish forever. But I'll never be in a room with those same people again. They'll never have the same stuff on. It'll never be the same vibe as it was. And that's what I hold on to truly, you know. So that was dope, bro. I really appreciate you coming and y'all always stepping up, man. This is my brother for real, man. Like, for real. He an honorary black man. And I'm an honorary white man when I'm with him, you know.
You're my brother, bro. And I was definitely honored to be there. I feel like the setup was dope, the color scheme, the location, the food, cake, all that shit.
It was good. It was good. Yeah. We had some issues with the food, but another time, my wife could get mad. We talked about it.
I mean, when you're doing a wedding, there's so many things you have to do, bro. You know what I'm saying? So many different things to think about at one time. So there's bound to be at least something happen.
They said if something don't go wrong, they said, I mean, it's inevitable for our wedding. So I'm just happy. Everybody was there. We all got a good time. Nobody got hurt. We had no issues. There was no fights. It was cool, bro. It was a vibe for sure. Everybody got drunk. You was drunk too?
Oh, yeah, I got drunk.
For real?
Yeah, no doubt.
She was drunk?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. I saw her and Chaz. Chaz was towed up. Like, everybody was towed up, bro.
Yeah. I mean, when you got free drinks, I mean.
Open bar, yeah, bro. That's what we was
bar.
grinding, bro. We was grinding for that, yeah, for sure.
Yeah. I know it takes a lot because we're planning our wedding. I know it takes a lot, bro.
Yeah,
like,
man, I can't wait for y'all big day. Hey, man, drop down in the comments. Y'all put the groom and the bride in my boy comments. Y'all ready to see them jump that broom, man. But other than that, bro, everything's been cool. Like, I'm just getting back into YouTube. You know, did my hiatus from YouTube, and I was doing social media for a while. Social media is cool. You know, it's clout based. So for you guys who see people as clout based, and it's kind of, you can make money from it, but it's a YouTube bag is a way different bag. I'm gonna say that TikTok give a good bag, but you know that YouTube bag is.
Well, see, the thing is, like, and that's what I was telling you before, but I'll go ahead and give it to the world too. This some game right here, is that like all the content can go everywhere.
That's true.
You know, so it's like doing the social media grind equates straight to YouTube with the shorts. You know, you just got to put them out. And you might have to do them a different format. You know what I'm saying? Like sometimes you might split it in different parts or, you know what I'm saying? Depending on how you want to do it, you might put a different caption, maybe a different sound. You might switch it up. You know what I'm saying? But you can use you can reuse the same content on YouTube.
This game from Phlo. The only thing was with that, I just didn't know at first if that vertical format would do well on YouTube. Because everything is like full screen.
Yeah. But see, now shorts is such a big thing now.
Yeah, I see it. It's like almost competing with TikTok.
It is absolutely competing. As a matter of fact, it almost seems like YouTube is about to become more so a short platform. It is not just that YouTube's into it; it's that the industry is.
And I also tie that into because I've been substituting. I'm a substitute teacher, y'all. Sit down. But attention spans.
Yeah.
Like people don't have long attention spans for nothing, bro.
Whatsoever. So because the world is changing, so is the social media going to change. And the attention spans are so short. I saw a video earlier, and it was like showing this dude, and he had Netflix on the screen. It was like when you only give the show 0.5 seconds And that's it. You know what I'm saying? He puts it on, it shows the Netflix logo. The first scene pops up for 1 second, he turns it off. You know what I'm saying? That's literally how people are though. Like, and I commented, I said, man, the attention spans are gonna be the doom of us. You know what I'm saying? Because we can't focus on nothing. Like, think about how much that matters in life. For example, if my attention span is only 5 seconds, then how the fuck am I gonna focus on really being successful?
Yeah,
in life?
you're not gonna be able to focus on nothing because you're gonna start jumping to the next topic.
Exactly. Like somebody who starts a new business every day. You know what I'm saying? Because they don't know they just can't focus on one thing.
That's psycho, bro. That's psycho. Y'all gotta extend y'all attention span, bro. Like, you have to actually sit down, hone in, and actually appreciate that moment. Like I was saying earlier, with anything, me and Phlo having this podcast right now, I'll never have this same. Well, I ain't gonna say I won't wear the same clothes because I'll be wearing the same clothes. But it will never be the same day, the same time again. You know what I'm saying? I will never feel the exact same way I feel. And I'll never be this age again at the same point because tomorrow I'm going to be older.
Well, at the end of the day is that a lot of people don't live in the moment. And that's actually very important because when we live in the past, like some people live in the past. Mm-hmm. They're like always think about shit that already happened. That's all they're thinking about. They're always like, oh, that happened. It's got me so stressed out. Like they're depressed. A lot of people think about what could happen. They're always like thinking about and that's why and I've come to realize this. This is actually a new realization I've had, and I want to talk about this too. Is like a lot of people are so focused on like manifesting and oh, I want to be here. I'm here in life, but they're not there. Mm-hmm. So since they get so wrapped up in the idea of like having more and all that, they're kind of like not living in the moment.
Yeah. That can happen to you, bro. Yeah, like I'm a victim of that. Like, Phlo's my friend. I got other successful friends. My boy successful. Hey, man, let it flow. Podcast. I'm doing promotion, man. This is a quick commercial break. Hey, man, you tired? You at home? You bored? You ain't got nothing to do? Turn on Let It Flow. He gonna let the conversations flow. Y'all feel me? All right, back to the podcast. So, like, you know, I look at you. I look at Jack. I look at Rob. I look at all my... like I say, my close friends who are doing the same thing, like-minded people I can call and actually like spit something to them and they won't pass judgment. Like, bro, you still trying to do this comedy stuff? Bro, you still making them videos? Come work at the plant. All right. And, just hypothetical real quick, y'all. There's nothing wrong with getting a job. You know what I'm saying? Like, you get a job like our parents did. Worked 20, 30 years. Good job. Good union job. They got a great job. At the end of the day, do you think your parents lived a life fulfilled? Or did they work at the job to just provide for you because they had you and a decent lifestyle so they can pay their bills and get by? And then I look at people like you and Jack and my other friends who do what you find, like let it flow. You know,
right.
This makes you happy. Like you don't be like, oh, I gotta go in there and be Phlo for Let It Flow. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know, I gotta go in there and do that. I gotta hear that.
I gotta shoot this YouTube video today.
Oh man, I gotta go be myself. You feel me? Like you don't dread that. So like that is what life is about. Because if we all pass away in the blink of an eye, bro. Who do you think is gonna be like, well, at least I died doing what I loved. Like it was me, it was my passion. I was cool with it. This is something I found success in. Or die, and then not all die. Let's say you die, and then everybody's like, damn, man, R.I.P. my boy, man. He really was doing his thing. He loved it. Or I work at the plant, and he's like, well, Tim's gone. Get on there. Let's find somebody to replace him. Harry, you're taking his shifts. Like it's literally like that.
That's like that.
You know what I'm saying? If you almost become immortalized in what you do when you do it your way. Mm. But when you work for someone or work for a company,
you will be forgotten.
You just become a member of whatever that is, unless you're the company owner.
And even then, you'll be forgotten.
Even then, they just trademark your stuff, like Sam Walton. Like nobody sits there and goes like, man, that Mr. Walmart was such a good guy, man. He opened a whole bunch of stores. They should be like, I'm about to go to Walmart and get what I need to get.
The only one who successfully did it was KFC.
Yeah, yeah. And that's probably because he kind of made like a little...
His logo is him.
Yeah, his logo is him. And he had commercials and,
yeah, exactly.
You felt like you was really rocking with Colonel Sanders.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
He was the only one.
Yeah.
But to comment on what you said, bro, there's two different kinds of people in the world. And there's nothing wrong with either one. But there's some people who do want to do exactly what you said. And they just want to make ends meet. They're happy with the 9-to-5 life. And like I said, there's nothing wrong with that. But they're not working towards something else. It's like I feel like there's nothing wrong working 9-to-5, but having a goal in mind that's outside of that. And like, I go to work, but afterwards, man, I'm grinding towards my real dream. You know what I'm saying? Maybe I'm starting a business. Maybe I'm a content creator or whatever the case may be. But see, I'm a type of person who was making music for a minute.
Right.
And I wasn't making shit for money, you know, for the first portion of it. I mean, eventually, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, eventually I started getting some money off it, but it was never like
life-changing.
Yeah, never a life-changing moment making music. But I still woke up every day, got in the studio, went to the club, and there's definitely people, undoubtedly people, because when I was in my city, and that's what I was going to tell you. When I was in my city, there was plenty of people who were like, "Oh, you still rapping? What the fuck is you doing, bro? I went to school with you. I'm making $100,000 a year at my job. You a rapper? The fuck is you doing?" And at the time, I was a drug dealer. So like, "Oh, you selling drugs still? You rapping? That's Pass all you doing? You know what I'm saying? You a piece of shit. You know what I mean? Like that's the type of shit. Because I'm not famous, even though and eventually when I did get around famous people, they're like, still. It didn't even matter, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So it's like, I'm the type of person where I'm gonna keep going, bro. I see the thing is, I don't give up. And that's what it is that the people, everybody that you just mentioned are people who don't give up.
Right.
Because if you give up and then you'll
never get there.
You'll never get there. But you won't be, this conversation won't be happening.
Right.
Because you gave up and then you went and you became whatever, the principal. You know what I'm saying? Like whatever your goal is, you know what I'm saying?
And like you said, your boy who said, "Oh, I'm making 100,000." I'd feel better if we both made 100,000. I feel better making 100,000 knowing that I made 100,000. I don't have to call in. I don't have to work holidays. I don't have to answer to anybody. I made 100,000 me as my own entrepreneur, as my own business, me as a brand, rather than work for somebody. Because if I make $100,000 and I get sick, right? Cool. I ain't got to report to nobody. You make $100,000 throughout the year and you're sick or you say the wrong thing or you come to work the wrong way. I can come to work. I can come do a video drunk. People are going to laugh. You go to work drunk.
You're fired.
You're fired.
Yeah.
You're fired.
So the thing is that there's some people out there who have the self-discipline to pursue a goal and more than a 5-second attention span, and they're able to focus, and they want it bad enough, and they're gonna grind for it. And there's nobody. I don't have anybody over my shoulder like, "Hey, bro, did you shoot a video today?" You know what I'm saying? Like nobody's doing that. It's me. It's me. I'm over my shoulder
to my. Hey, stop, let it flow. Let it flow. You're like, oh, okay. Let me get my. Yeah, it's you.
Yeah, I'm the one saying it's time to let it flow.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Open it. You know what I'm saying? So when I gotta edit these podcasts, that'll be like 2 hours. You feel what I'm saying? I gotta switch the angles and all that.
That's all
like,
you.
Yeah, that's me.
Yeah,
I'm doing that
you.
shit.
Right.
And sometimes it takes days.
Yeah,
because I'll be like, I got about 30 minutes, man. I'm
burnt out on this, y'all. Y'all understand?
You feel me? It's time consuming, but
Yeah.
I love doing it. At the end of the day, I love the process. I love the end product and the way and how people feel about it. But the point is that I'm able to do that because, and we are able to do that, and everybody you mentioned is able to do that because we see the goal and we work for it and we don't give up. And everybody else at one time, like maybe they never did, but most people had something like, oh, I want to do this.
Right.
I want to be this.
You had dreams.
They had a dream. I want to be a singer. I want to be a model, whatever.
Right.
But they gave up one day, and so that's what. And like I said, no offense to people with jobs because, I'm not. But at the end of the day, I feel like a lot of people who work 9-to-5s are people who actually gave up on the dream.
Yeah, I got a 9-to-5 right now. But it's like, am I happy? I'm cool. But I feel complacent.
Right. So let me be specific. A lot of people who have 9 jobs and they're not working towards anything else. Oh,
right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, Mr.
Phlo. But you know what I'm saying? They're working 9-to-5, but they're not actually like, that's all. They're like, they go home, that's it.
Oh, yeah. Go back Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. If you're working weekends. But if you get Monday through Friday, you get your 2 days and you go back. Ooh, or, hey, let's shoot this day, edit this day, ball for the rest of the week.
Right. Exactly.
You feel me? Yeah. Like, it's really a whole different lifestyle.
Yeah. But see, the point is like, at the end of the day, the person who makes $100,000, like, oh, I make $100,000. You're not making nothing making music. Okay. But the thing is that at the end of the day, how much are you going to make? How many raises are you going to get? Are you going to make $200,000 in 10 years from now? Let's say you make it $200,000. But what if I'm making $1 million? Because I can make $1 million.
Right.
Because what I'm doing, there ain't no limit. I can make $1 billion. You feel me?
Right.
Like as an entrepreneur, as a content creator, as an actor, whatever you want to call us. You know what I'm saying? Like, like we can make $1 billion.
We can. Hey, it's no limit.
There's no limit
because there's nobody we have to answer to. It's all based on our performance and what we do. There's no cap.
Right, we're the boss.
Right, yeah,
there is
the
no
cap.
boss.
Look at Mr. Beast. There's no cap to that guy.
That's a perfect example.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
There's no cap. Whatever he wants to do,
he's a billionaire.
yeah, he makes his money.
Exactly.
And like to reiterate and feed off of that, I'd rather make $80,000 a year and somebody who has a job make $100,000 a year and have the peace of mind of not having to stress about pleasing my boss or the company that I work for. That peace of mind is very important. And like you said, those people who, there's nothing wrong with that, choosing that. But most people who I hear or see who have jobs, most of them seem stressed or like in fear of if they lose their job, their livelihood is done.
Their livelihood is in somebody else's hands at all times.
And then we always got a fallback plan. So let's just say we do suck at being an influencer. Then we can get a job.
Yeah.
But if you already just doing a job from the jump and that fails.
You can't just become a content creator.
Yeah.
Like, it's going to take a minute.
Then you're going to have to come back. Like, it's hard. Like if your fallback plan as a content creator, it's backwards. A content creator's fallback plan should be a job.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's if that's all else fails, like, oh man, look, I've been doing this 10 years and I haven't eclipsed 250 views. I think it's time for me to give it up. You know, like something like that.
And I will say that there are some people who do need to understand that there is a time to quit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? As a rapper, as anything. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Or you know what? There's a time to shift because I'm a rapper.
Right.
But I'm be real with you. I don't really focus on music right now because I've shifted. Now I could still go up there. You saw me perform like last year.
Like that was October last year. Yeah.
Yeah, and I went up there. What'd you think? It went crazy, right?
Bang, 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 bang. You feel me?
Yeah. Like I can still do it, but at the end of the day, it's like I'm focused on something. I shifted to a new path.
It's life is about growth. You know what I'm saying? And it like Jamie Foxx. Crazy comedian, very talented actor. He used that to open the door for him to do his music. So it's whatever the gas is going into, bro. Like if the Toyota taking off, let that Bentley sit for the side. You might feel like your music is the Bentley. Let it sit in the garage right now. Let that Toyota take you to where you need to go. And when you park that Toyota, then you pull out that Bentley and then, girl, get comfortable. Tonight we're doing it. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? He was able to drop that after In Living Color, the Jamie Foxx show, all that. He was able to drop Blame It on the Goose. You know, he had hits. And that's after he used what got him there. And that's like the same thing, like with your podcast, the same thing, bro. Just because you're not focusing on music doesn't mean you're not musically talented.
Yeah, for sure. I have like 1,000 unreleased songs, bro.
Maybe everybody's just not checking for it right now.
Yeah.
But when you got the platform and you drop that heat, they like,
damn, he made music too.
Who is that?
Yeah.
That's me, bro. Go and download it. You feel me? Go and download it. So that's the way I look at that too.
No, I agree. I need to start dropping it for sure. But you know, I guess back to the point is like, I feel like I said, there's two different kinds of people. There's people who are okay with like, they're just complacent. They're like, I'm getting my money. I'm paying my bills. I might not be stacking a lot, but I'm stacking enough to go on trips and do some things in life. Hey, when Christmas time comes, hey, I got the money. You know what I'm saying? To get the gifts.
Right.
But that's it. And there's other people who are like, bro, when Christmas time comes, like especially when you're like content creator and shit, like it's like I might not got the money for all the gifts.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Right now.
But I come with the jokes. I come with the love. I'll be
feel
happy.
me?
Right.
Like, but we building.
Right.
And you know what I'm
building.
saying? And then you get to the point where it's like it goes from there and just catapults at one point.
Oh,
and it's
man.
like, but the thing is, not everybody gets that catapult.
Right.
But we just believe, we know that doing what we love to do will it's gonna
eventually come.
Right.
And it's just the hardest thing about being a content creator is realizing that everybody's journey is at their speed. But that's life in general.
Right.
But like, you know, me and Phlo could start our channel same day, same minute, boom. And Phlo took off in 2 months. And it took me 5 years to take off. But the end goal is that we both got there. And then when we get there, we keep it. Because some people, just like music, these are legends, but I know y'all not just like, hey, turn on that new Ludacris.
Right.
Like nobody's like, hey, you know, bro just dropped the album. Let me hear that Busta Rhymes. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, now he's so solidified in the game, he got his own crowd now.
Right.
Where at one point he dropped and they were waiting on it. They were waiting on that Luda. So like, you know, trying to keeping your crowd's attention is very, very, very important. And to bring him up again, Mr. Beast, he knows how to do it.
Well, a perfect example of Mr. Beast is, don't quote me because I don't remember exactly what he said, but I believe he said that it took him 10 years to get 10,000 subscribers.
He did.
10 years to get 10,000 subscribers.
I still ain't got 10,000. Y'all rock with me, please. I'm that 9-something, please.
Tim's so funny.
Please.
10,000 subscribers in 10 years. And now he is literally the first billionaire YouTuber, I think.
I think so.
Well, I don't know if he's the first, but he's a billionaire. Well,
I think he is. I think he has the highest gross channel that's like solo. Because I think the number one channel is like a channel in India that does like the music videos.
I've seen that shit.
But
it's like, it's like a company.
Yeah, but
right.
it's India. Like they got all of India.
They got billions.
Yeah, like you're gonna get money. Well.
So as far as America, like he's a top channel. So he's a perfect example of somebody who just never gave up.
No.
He never gave up, and people thought he was. I saw an interview, like people were making fun of him for being a YouTuber. Like, hey, you know what I mean? What you doing that YouTube for? And that goes back to what we were saying, like family. Like the thing with my family is like I don't have a lot of family because like my mom was from Europe, from the Netherlands, so I never even met that side of the family.
Yeah, so that's a void right there. You don't even know.
I don't even know how they feel.
Walk past your cousin.
Yeah,
you don't even know. Right.
I have no idea, and I don't know how they would feel about me doing what I do. They might think it's cool. They might think it's lame. I don't know what they think.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
You ain't met them.
Exactly. But like the other side of my family live in Ohio, so I don't really talk to them. I talk to them, but like I don't really know how they feel. I mean, I know they support to a certain extent, but it's not like if they hate, I wouldn't hear it. You feel what I'm saying?
Exactly. Y'all not that close to where it'd be like, now come on, man. You know, what are you doing? They're not that close.
Exactly. Now my dad, he's a singer, and he was a really very talented singer.
Wow.
And he was in a band, and they were about this close to getting signed with a major record deal. And then one of the drummer like just like started freaking out, couldn't handle the pressure because like they were talking about what they were going to be doing, going on tour and shit. He quit the band. Too much pressure. Their band fell apart. So my dad ended up going to his backup plan and being an engineer, like getting a degree, going to college, you know what I'm saying? But he was one of the people, no offense to my dad, but he was one of the people who gave up. He still sings to this day. Like his profession, he goes to like nursery homes and sings. And, man, he gets paid. But it's just that like he could have been famous. I wouldn't even exist if he hadn't quit. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
Most likely, because he would have ended up on a different path.
Right.
So more or less, like he had the talent, but I learned from him like, hey man, I'm not giving up though.
Right.
So that's what I learned. I saw you're talented. He's the one who got me into music. He bought me a guitar when I was young. He tried to get me to sing, but I'm not a singer. You know, I realized later I'm a rapper. I just don't have a singing voice. I'm not one of them Usher type motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? I can't do this.
I can hold a note.
Yeah, I can barely hold a note. I mean, auto-tune, you know what I'm saying? But I can sing a little bit. The point is though, like, he got me into music, but I said, hey, I'm going to do it. I'm not going to give up. Maybe I might have, switched my lanes, but whatever I believe in, I'm going to go. You know what I'm saying? I'm still believe I'm a rapper and I'll still do it. It's just that it's not my main focal point.
And that's cool, bro. Because you already got the work. You just said you got 1,000 unreleased songs. You can chill for a second. you got something to put out.
Facts. So enough about me. Let me ask you a question. Mm-hmm. So tell me about what was your biggest struggle that you went through in life?
I'm a procrastinator, bro. I still deal with that, like, in all honesty. Like, I'm a procrastinator. I really don't care what people think about me, honestly. Like, I don't care, honestly. Like, don't get me wrong. If my peers have an opinion on me, I would respect it more if they, like, brought it to me. But no offense, y'all. When y'all online and y'all, I don't give a damn. I don't care.
Yeah.
You know, I really don't care. That might be one of the hardest things for me, honestly. And I'm a funny dude, and I want to make a good impact on life while I'm here. So, like, and this is no shade to anybody because I enjoy this type of entertainment. But some content that's like super sexual or super derogatory or super misleading, like, I don't even have kids. I just think there's enough of that in the world already. And it's hard for me. I want to find my niche, and it's hard to pop. And it's not even just all 100% clean because I'm not 100% clean. It's just that I don't want to be that dirty or that raunchy into stuff to where, like, it's like the next generation think this cool. And once they soaked up this in their mind that this is what goes, they're going to go for it. And that's where the wrong kind of clout comes from. So I battle with that. Like, I sit there and I really sit in my mind. I'm like, what's my niche? What can I do that can still be me, but I don't want people to be misled or, like, influenced by the wrong aspects of what I do. That's a tough battle for me, bro. Like, I literally sit there and think, like, you could do this, bro, but if you call this girl a bitch in a video, and you know even though you joking, but you're emulating something that happens in real life, so it's like it'd be hard for me to, like, cause that's to be funny, bro. I'm not gonna sit there and say it don't be funny, but I'm an adult also, and should it be funny to an 8-year-old, a 9-year-old, 10-year-old, 11-year-old, 12-year-old? No, it shouldn't, because that's the minds that grow up calling my nieces a bitch and, you know, tripping and having that perception at the wrong age. And now my niece a bitch and you worried about fucking at 12, 13 and you breaking my niece's heart and now she has low self-esteem and that cycle keeps going. Yeah, I could instill that into her all the time, all you want. People say that all the time. I could be like, we all were kids. And you are a young dude too. How many girls, bro, and this is a question to you, how many girls growing up did you know that had low self-esteem? Like, for real, like, they were easy to manipulate.
I would say that there was a lot of girls, but I would say that when I was growing up, social media wasn't. It wasn't. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I feel like it's more now.
Oh, that's what I was gonna say.
Yeah,
it was a lot when we were there.
Yeah,
and social media wasn't even around.
Right.
They were getting pressures from watching MTV shows and seeing people with boyfriends and like little TV shows, like little True Life stupid shit. Like, you know, like now the pressures that you see is like 10 times fold. Like, or all the young dudes want to be gangsters. Like, bro, I'm not an activist or nothing. I just don't think it's like, bro, you could be anything you want to be, bro. It's cool to be different. You don't have to slide on your ops, bro. Be you. I want to know you, bro. I got YB for that. I got Lil Baby for that. That's cool. That's who they are. I got Kodak for that. That's how bruh move. That's how bruh move. You know what I'm saying? But, like, all y'all can't be like that, bro. Like, y'all just can't be like that, bro. And it's really not cool, bro. It really lame. It really lame to not be you. It's super lame to not be who you on this earth. If I looked over there and was like, if I say this, bro, Phlo gonna be like, bro, lame. If he think I'm lame, he think I'm lame.
I know for sure you're gonna say what you want to say.
Right. You got
by
bro,
knowing
you got to, but then when you do that, you're truly you.
Yeah,
like,
for sure.
And that's what I always
not
respect about you.
My bad, not to cut you off.
No, you good. I just want to give you a flower. I always respect about you. When I met you, bro, you were the same person I met in 2020, bro. Like, you're the same person. You haven't switched up ever. I can't, and you know this. You can see, man, bro, it's kind of acting different. And you seen that around people, even probably when you was out here. Mm-hmm. Like, you know, you be around people, you're like, nah, like, in front of this person, he's somebody else. Or when we get around these people, he's somebody else. Mm-hmm. And that's why I was like, nah, it don't matter. We sitting there, bro is cool. Like, he's cool. He my bro no matter what. And, like, I try to do the same thing. Like, why would I switch up? You know what I'm saying? We joke, we laugh, we have a good time, we vibe. That's what it is.
Every time.
Every time. And I'm trying to surround myself with people like that.
Yeah.
Like-minded people.
Right.
And like you as my friend, like I consider you my brother. I have real brothers. I got friends I grew up with and love them to death. But it's nothing wrong with getting a set of friends who can really like understand you. As you get older, the people that you feel like you hanging out with, the people, you're not gonna be as close to them. Like I said, I met him in 2020, bro.
Right.
Like he was at my wedding. There's people I've known since high school, college, that I'm like,
yeah.
You don't think about me on a daily basis. You don't reach out to me, or you don't try to be involved in what I'm doing, and vice versa. Like, I don't even know your life. You so closed off. Oh, I'm just here with my family. Like, how can I jump into your family boat? Hey man, did your baby poop today? I'm just checking. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, y'all not, me and you, we got things to talk about. Reese, Nub, like we all got things to talk about. We all got dreams. We all got goals. And that's what draw yourself. And I want y'all to know that there's nothing wrong with getting around like-minded people, bro.
Well, I think that's the thing is people do. I think everybody gets around like-minded people. So the real question is, what are you thinking about? You feel what I'm saying? I'm not talking about you specifically. I'm talking about the world.
No. Yeah.
So when I'm out here and I'm like, hey, man, my rent's due. I'm finna go rob the store. Yeah. You feel what I'm saying?
It's crazy.
If you ain't got if you ain't got people around you who are shooters, and then how you gonna rob the store? You feel what I'm saying? So You're gonna be like, I need to get some. You're gonna keep people around who are doing what you're doing. If you're a content creator, you're gonna chill around content creators because if you're chilling around the librarian, what the fuck are they gonna do? You know what I'm saying? Y'all gonna chill around and read books?
Moby Dick on aisle 13, I guess. You know what I'm saying?
You feel me?
Yeah.
So that's why I think people always do chill around like-minded people. So I guess the real question is if you're sitting there in a circle and nobody's doing much and there's really nothing going on, everybody's just doing nothing, and then you got to start looking in the mirror, like, what the fuck am I doing?
Right.
Like, because I'm chilling around people who I relate to. Why do I relate to people doing nothing?
I mean, I'm doing nothing.
It means I'm doing nothing. So that's why they said the people around you are a reflection of yourself, because you surround yourself with people just like you. You meet somebody, like the first time we met. I remember, like, we were shooting with Chaz, and me and you went in the garage, and I pulled out the bong. And because, like, who the fuck smokes bongs usually? It pulls out a bong, you know what I'm saying? But I don't think we had any blunts. It just so happened. Yeah. I think we had smoked a blunt or something maybe, but there was no more blunts. So I was like, well, shit, we hit the bong. I mean, I got this. You know what I'm saying?
I was like, shoot, let's do it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And then I just kind of could tell right then and there that you were cool. You know what I'm saying? I was like, yo, let me get your information. You know what I mean? Like,
we did chop it up for sure. Yeah.
And that was how we met, and we ended up getting cool. But it was just like when you meet people and you relate to them, it's just natural. But you relate to somebody who has a like mind. You don't realize it. It's like a frequency.
Yeah.
Like,
it's
you guys
organic as hell.
Like, you don't see it. It's like an invisible, like, I don't think we really understand the depth of, like, chemistry of people.
Yeah, it's like, what word I want to say? It's organic, but it's like you said, it's like a spiritual connection. Like, even like dude to dude, like you be like, nah, bro, it's cool. Like, I really rock with dude. Like, it's just a vibe you can feel. Like, that's for real. Yeah, I'll take another sip. And yeah, I got a correction, like what you said, bro. It is get around like-minded people who doing the right thing, guys, because you can't get around like-minded people who doing the wrong thing.
Yeah, but you know what? I think that a lot of people don't realize. That's why I want to make that point. Is because a lot of people say, like, got to get around like-minded people. It's a very common phrase, and I always feel like people do that.
Yeah, they do. I'm thinking about it, like, I'm like, damn, crackheads they always be together.
Yeah, you don't see a businessman and crackhead kicking it.
You barely see, like, one homeless person. It be homeless people.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It be like, you know what I'm saying? Or it be like drug dealers. Like, they be individual, but like they know other drug dealers. They be cool. Like, when my homeboys was drug dealers, they was like, yeah, we going out. Me and my homeboy, I was like, he sell drugs too. Yeah, okay. So I'm going out with the drug dealers today. Bet.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But that's...
Rappers chill with rappers.
Rappers chill with rappers.
It's just what it
Players,
is.
Yeah.
So it's just about, like, if you're looking around, you don't like yourself, you got to look at yourself. And that's the real thing. That's the real truth. But what you said about being genuine, like, I don't think people really understand what that means unless they are genuine. Because a lot of times people take genuine as disrespectful. You feel what I'm saying? Like being genuine is a level of real. You feel me? And when you're real with people, like I be real with people,
Right.
And I feel like sometimes like I be like just
blunt.
Yeah, I be blunt. I mean, you could call it blunt. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? But it's really just saying it how it is. I think the importance of blunt is it's like, hey, you're gonna feel what I meant. Because if I didn't say it that way, you might have thought that I was saying something else. You might have been like, maybe you meant this. No, I meant this.
Right. You need to hear me. This is what I'm saying.
This is
right.
what I meant. Like, so it's like, but I feel like where people get blunt wrong is like sometimes people are blunt and like they don't need to be blunt. It's like you didn't have to say it like that, bro. You know what I'm saying? You can only be blunt with certain people. You feel what I mean?
True. That's true. And man, we giving y'all some gems. In what you're doing, have a personalized relationship with everybody that you meet. My relationship with Phlo is different than my relationship with Jack. They both my bros. We don't talk about nothing different. It's just he Phlo, so I'm gonna be like I am with Phlo. Like he deserves that own personal relationship. Like me and him joke, we play the game. You know what I'm saying? Me and Jack joke, we play the game. Well, we used to. Jack don't play the game no more.
Yeah.
But like we used to. But like it's just different. Like and that's in everybody. Like me and the Houston Twins. It's not a limit on what we could talk about per se. It's just that my boy got is me and Phlo relationship. Is me and everybody has to have their own personal relationship because when you categorize, I don't like to categorize people, bro.
For sure. And sometimes people don't get together. Like all the people you mentioned, we can get together.
Right.
But there's some times like our relationship is cool, but then someone else is like, hey,
yeah.
It's
You
like,
know, I know, yeah.
So even though you vibe with him, it's like, hey, you know what I mean? So
I keep my distance from them.
Yeah.
And then because to me, when you categorize people, I don't like it because it's like if I categorized all white people as racist,
right.
or all black people as thieves, like when you do that, like I don't like to do that. Like, bro, you're you.
Yeah.
Like your color has nothing to do with that because you're you.
Absolutely.
Like I have plenty of friends who are the opposite races and they're them. Like that has nothing to do with it. If I categorized it that way, which the world tries to make us do, like that's where that separation becomes. And at the end of the day,
Exactly.
If you die and I die, we're both dead, bro. Doesn't
Right.
matter if you were black or white, we're dead. We're both dead, bro.
Right.
So who cares? Like
we both bled red
right,
blood.
we both red blood. We both gone.
And we both died.
We both gone, bro.
See,
So,
I think, I don't think you could put a blank statement over anything. You know what I'm saying? Because, for example, murder. Let's say, like, this guy went out there. Like, you can't even say all murderers are bad because I'll give you an example. This guy went out there and he murdered a fucking old lady who was crossing the street. He ran her over on some crazy GTA shit.
Right.
And just didn't give a fuck.
Right.
But then this other dude went and killed somebody because they raped
his daughter. or some
his
shit.
daughter.
Yeah.
So it's like you can't even say all murderers are bad,
Right.
Because shit, I felt them.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Certain say like that child stuff, I feel it. You know what I'm saying? Like shit like that. Like if I have to murder somebody, because it's murder if I kill anybody, to protect the people I love, I gotta do it.
Right.
Or me and you walking in the mall, I got my strap on me. I see a dude about to commit a mass shooting. Do I A, turn the other way and let hundreds potentially, tens to hundreds of people die? You know what I'm saying? Children die. Or do I do what I know is the right thing, take him out? Yeah, technically I'm a murderer. I may even go to jail. But at the end of the day,
You saved
I
100
did
people.
what's right. Bro.
Right.
So like I get
Exactly.
you. It's justified in certain circumstances.
Right.
But
So the
I didn't
point
slide
is-
on my op though, you know.
Yeah.
Oh y'all be want to slide on y'all? I ain't slide on my op. Like my op got it. I don't even know who my op is.
Hey,
you know what
I
I'm saying?
mean, sometimes it be like that.
Yeah, you
feel
know what
me?
I'm saying? I know, I understand.
But like back to your point is like as far as like I don't feel like you could put a blanket statement on anything in life. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like as far as like when people do stuff like that, it's what creates separation, like you said.
Mm-hmm.
Like if people were to say all white people are racist, you know what I'm saying? If you believe that,
Mm-hmm.
it don't matter what race you are. If you believe that, it's gonna affect the way that you interact with white people, the way you feel about white people, and everything like that. And it's gonna completely change your perception of the world.
Oh yeah. And people don't other people get offended by, like, okay, let's say I was 3 years old and a white man robbed my mom and I have PTSD.
Right.
So now when I see you, I'm like, oh. But when I was 7, a black man robbed my mom and I got PTSD. Doesn't matter. That person robbed you.
Right.
Like, it's just that person, bro. Like,
Right.
you can't stop categorizing people, bro. If that's the case, all of us, all the girls that's out there, they sexy reds and they lottos and they getting thumbs put in their butt and getting their booty hole spitty and all that. And everybody, all the young dudes, they all gangsters. We ain't got no college. We don't have no college students. We don't have no young doctors. No young artists. We don't have no young prospects. If that's the case, if we categorize everybody, people are the people. Let them be people.
Exactly. I mean, and that's how I view the world. I've always viewed the world that way. Like when it comes to race, I don't see race, and it's funny because I'm actually colorblind, believe it or not, and it be messing me up in the game.
What I look like?
So I mean, I can see skin tone.
Yeah,
you know what
I'm sorry,
but a lot of colors fuck me up as far as like when I'm playing the game. Like a lot of the colors, I don't really know. I don't go by colors. There's got to be a name or something.
You put that colorblind filter on there?
I do, but it's
it
like
don't help.
It sometimes, you know what I'm saying. But the thing is like I feel like because of that, because I'm colorblind. And I've always had a problem with colors. I don't really categorize things by color. You get what I'm saying? You know, people like, oh, you see the dude with the red shirt? I didn't look at his shirt. I looked at another feature.
Right.
I didn't even notice he had a red shirt because I don't know if it was red. You feel what I'm saying?
You're
What
like,
if I'm wrong?
What if it's peach?
It could have been red or green because I get those colors mixed up. Believe it or not.
Wow.
It's very strange, right? So I know stoplights because I know what the placement of them is. You know what I'm saying?
Damn, it's like that?
Yeah.
Like you gotta look at
Damn. Depending, you know how some lights are different shades? Like some of them are real bright.
Some are like them, like a lime green. Some are like a dark.
Yeah, you feel me? Like certain ones, I can't tell, bro. I'll give you an example. You know those lights that flash and they're like red? Like they're a flashing light. And it's either yellow or red. And red means you got to stop.
Yeah.
I've been pulled over multiple times. I can't tell if it's red or yellow. So every time I pull one of those, I got to look at other cars like, are you stopping? Because I don't know.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? If it's yellow or red, I don't know. And oh, damn, I don't want to lose my license. So don't hope no.
All right, we back.
But what was I gonna say? But nah, so it's like I think what happened with me personally is that because of that, color isn't really like something that
it isn't.
I don't really notice it. Like I don't categorize by color. A lot of people, you know what I'm saying? So I feel like because of that, I don't judge by color whatsoever. Just me personally, you know what I mean? So not even a little bit. Like I don't even have a little bit of that in my body. I feel like that's what makes me who I am.
And I believe you wholeheartedly, bro. Like you open up your arms. If me and my wife got into it today, I say, "Hey, Phlo, man, she mad at me, bro. Can I come spend the night?" He gonna be like, "Yeah, bro, you good?
Yeah,
like,
I got the guest room.
Yeah, you got the guest room, bro. Bring your Xbox. we'll get on."
I was about to say that because that would be kind of dope. You know what I'm saying? Smoke one, jump on.
Yeah, bring
TV.
your Xbox.
Yeah,
we chilling. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? But like that's just friendship, and that's just what it is.
So I did want to talk about just one more thing about that as far as the procrastination. What makes you think, like, why do you feel like you're a procrastinator? What makes you think that?
Part of it's hereditary. My mom said my dad was the ultimate Super Saiyan level 3000 procrastinator.
How many times did you say that to you?
She's told me that multiple times throughout my life. I don't know, man. I think I start doing stuff, I get into it, I be good, and then I guess the pressures of not having stuff right now, like being broke, it'll just get to me, and I'll be like, I'm about to do what I need to do to get some money. Like, you know, because I always, and this is, I don't know how I want to say this. This sounds bad because I just got married. And no, I don't regret getting married. I don't want, baby, I don't regret getting married or nothing. When you are with somebody, the pressures of being financially stable, like the position that I'm in, it's a little more difficult when your girl's going to work and actually bringing home money. And I'm not saying, hey, y'all, don't, oh, no, come on. Don't want y'all to think that I ain't
Hold on.
I don't want y'all to think I ain't bringing in no money.
Right.
I'm bringing in money, but it's get by money, and it ain't money that can give her a break or provide a gap.
Right.
Which when people feel like, oh, go get a job, you could do that. But yeah, we get a job, we work together, our money would be good. But my ultimate goal, like as he said, is for her to not work
At all.
And if we both have a job, unless I'm a surgeon, but I have to go to school and spend, yeah. And then at that point, also, what people fail to realize is you get surgeon money, you get that money, you get to that position in your job, you know what you lose?
What's that?
Availability. Because when your boss gonna say, boy, I'm paying you more, I expect you to be here more, I expect you to do more.
Right.
Girl, I'm paying you more. I expect you to, hey, you want to make $250,000 a year, don't you? Tell your kids you'll see them when you see them, because we need you. Right. So I want to get to a point where, babe, you ain't got to work. Me, you, Princess Phlo, we're going to Barbados this weekend because we want to in the middle of March. And
well, see, the thing is like it's tough for relationships for sure. It's definitely finances are definitely a pressure, but it's just about it's what motivates us to go hard. Like it's time. It's time to get it. We're gonna turn what we doing into the money it's supposed to be.
Yeah, and that's the point where I was going. Like I said, when I say I love my wife and I'm happy in the position I'm in, I'm grateful. This is a learning experience. Is wherever God takes me on this journey, we're gonna go. But if I was single, that transition and that move would be a lot easier because I'm cool with eating noodles. I'm cool with thugging it out. Like, you know how it is. If it got down to it and you like you say, I'm determined. I may procrastinate, but it's a fire in my heart to be in a position to take care of the people I love and for me to be successful and change somebody's life on this planet. But I'll sleep in my car for that. I believe you wholeheartedly you will.
I have.
Leia and the kids, she ain't letting y'all. Y'all not, it's just no go.
Leia would.
She would, but I'm saying with the kids and everything, nah. It's
right,
just,
no, for sure.
She
can't.
We got to, we got to have somewhere, and then, imagine if she had a job. She's like, I can't keep sleeping in the car so you got to get some stability. Yeah. Whereas you by yourself as an entity on your own, we're going to make it happen.
But one thing I will say is like with your girl is that like, I feel like she's your ride or die. She's supporting, and it's like, yeah, maybe in a sense, but then when you realize it, you be like, nah, like it's one of the things that push us to be greater. Like you said, just having someone that means that much to you. Right. Like you feel the pressure. You feel the pressure to be like, I can't fail. Like I said I'm gonna do this. You believed in me. So I can't fail at this. Right. I don't want to just switch it up. So it's what pushes you. So it's like at the end of the day you realize that like what makes us great. That's one of
you are a piece of what pushes me.
Exactly.
And that's why I said if I wasn't with you, it'd be easier for me to still make that grind at the same time because I'm like, I wouldn't have to deal with letting you down.
Yeah, exactly.
And you know what I'm saying? So, that because I love you that much and I know you're such a ride or die. If I let myself down, I let myself down. But letting you down is just like, damn, like I can't let you down.
So
bro.
It's more pressure on us, right? But that more pressure is what makes us great.
It's good. It's like
pressure makes diamonds.
Yeah,
you feel what I'm saying?
Hold them up, bro.
Yeah.
Oh, my chains on, baby. Sorry, y'all. It ain't diamonds yet. Shout out, Big Mike.
So let me ask you this. You told me to watch this movie, right?
Yes.
You said, check out one bad. What's it called? Leave the World Behind.
Right.
So what do you think about that movie, bro?
So yeah, me and Phlo were supposed to talk about this. So first of all, the movie kind of scared the hell out of me, bro. Low key, scared me.
It's like a horror movie, but it's not.
It's like it's like
a real life horror movie.
It's like a real life horror movie. Like,
and look, I'm sorry to y'all. This is probably going to be spoiler alert. It just is what it is. If you haven't seen the movie, skip like 2 minutes up.
All right, yeah,
or 5. I don't know.
Yeah. I'm gonna try not to go too much in detail, but into detail. That movie just opened my eyes to what I was talking about earlier. Even like with me and you, as seeing you as a person, and we be focused on bullshit, bro. Like the world be focused on bullshit, bro. Like shit that don't matter.
We do.
Like for real. Like, I want to have nice things. I want to drive nice cars. I want to have a nice house. But the most important thing in the world is having somewhere safe where you can be when it all goes down.
Right.
And security and health. Right. Health, too. I got that from that movie.
So think about this real quick on a side note. How long have we really felt that safe in this world? Like, I'm talking about, like, in history. Like, in all honesty, like, it's only been like a couple hundred years that people have felt that level of safety. And it wasn't even, it's still this day, some people in some countries don't feel that safety.
I don't feel that safe ever.
But I'm saying, but in America, we have to admit that we have that level of safety.
We have a little
to
bit,
a degree.
We have a little bit of a safety net. The thing I don't feel safe about is if Kim Jong-un says, I'm a nuke him.
Like that movie.
Yeah.
Because the thing about that movie is, from what I got from it, is that we were attacked by the world.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
And what's happening right now in the world is we got
bricks.
Exactly.
Yes,
Perfect
bro.
example.
Yes, bro.
So
yes,
money runs the world.
Right.
You know, if there is an organization that runs the world, they run the world because they have a lot of fucking money.
Right.
So it's not necessarily the people, it's the influence that they get from the amount of money they have.
Right.
And so if these people are trying to create a currency that runs the world, the only way to take over is to take over. You know what I'm saying? Because if they try to go to war with us financially, like, it's going to take them a long fucking time.
Yeah.
Because we've already instilled ourselves into I don't know if you realize
the gold reserve. We have the largest gold reserve.
Well, we don't even have a largest gold reserve. I'm going to tell you what we have.
Out of all the countries that in BRICS, right? We have more gold than they do.
Well, we may. Because they don't, I mean, I don't really know.
I, that's what I looked it up.
Okay,
we do. So I think they have like 47 whatever tons of whatever gold.
Okay.
We're like, if I'm not wrong, high 50s, low 60s. So we still got
a little bit
gap.
More. But see, the thing is like, there's countries out there they can team up with that can easily close that gap.
Oh yeah.
You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah,
but here's what we have though. Even more than that is a lot of these wars we went into. People don't realize Iraq, Afghanistan.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, there's so many wars that we've gone into, and people thought, oh, it was about oil. Yeah, oil was
a little piece of it.
A little piece of it. But what really happened is that after we go to war with somebody and we overthrow the government and we turn into a democracy, which we've done time and time again throughout history since before we were born.
Yeah.
What we instill is a central bank. And we say, this is your bank for your country. So all your banks you have they're all going to report to this bank. This bank runs your banks. And that's the Federal Reserve, the same bank that runs our country. So when they go to war, they stamp that bank in there. They say, here's the central bank right here. You feel what I'm saying? So we've done that in so many countries. And we're there. And when we run there, that's why everybody uses American money as their backup plan.
And that's why there's a damn near U.S. embassy in almost everywhere.
Exactly. Like we're the only country in the world that has a base in every country.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So if you attack us, we're here.
Yeah.
Like we're already here.
Yeah, we're already there.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we're here.
So basically it's like they don't have that type of power.
Yeah.
But and that's why I say, if they were to completely dismantle our country, that shit don't matter.
Yeah.
They can come in there, walk in the bank and be like, our bank now. What are we going to do? Because we're fucking done. Like, that movie, like, is very eye-opening. I'm going to tell you why. A perfect example. Ukraine. We got involved in the war with Ukraine with Russia.
Right.
Russia made a threat because we're giving money to Ukraine now. Now, I feel like, me personally, all right, look, me and you are beefing. I'm like, fuck Tim right now. You know what I'm saying? We're beefing. Okay? Let's say you're a homeboy. Like, let's say Big Mike. Shout out to Big Mike.
Shout out Big Mike.
Let's say Big Mike is, me and you are beefing. We're at war. You know what I'm saying? We got like our own gangs and shit. We're in a gang war.
Right.
And, you know, it's pretty even right now.
Yeah,
kind of even.
Yeah.
But, you know, you run out of bullets. I'm running guns, you know, whatever. And Big Mike comes through and gives you $1 million.
Yeah, nah. Now I got big bullets.
Now you got big guns.
Yeah, big guns.
You got rocket launchers and shit. You feel me? Like,
and I'm on Instagram talking about, yeah, Big Mike just sent me that pack. You better tell your boys pull out.
You feel me?
Yeah.
So it's like, now I feel like he's my op now.
I feel you. Yeah.
You feel me? Like, you just gave my enemy $1 million, and now he's running shit. So do you think Russia feels that way?
Yeah. Yeah. On top of the hatred they probably had since the Cold War.
Already.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
We already done beat them before.
And like, hey, man, y'all at home, man, y'all man, do some research, man. Don't get so caught up in TikTok and everything. Please pay attention to what's going on besides you. Like, if you don't know what BRICS is, look into BRICS. Figure out what's going on with your currency, bro. Like you can still be into the world. Like, I listen to the same stuff y'all listen to, but I'll be a fool and not pay attention to what's going on. Yeah,
what's really going on, like the real truth.
Yeah, like that movie. Like,
yeah, exactly. So basically, Russia made a threat around the time when we first started sending money to Ukraine. Did you remember the threat?
Nah,
they said they would shoot our satellites out of orbit. Okay, they said they would do that. So two things. Number one, look at the movie. What was the first thing that happened? They had no service. What do you think? The ship.
Right.
Where does GPS come from?
Right. Satellites. Yeah.
So they shot the satellites out. They didn't tell you that. But why was all the cell phones out? Why was the internet out? And why was there no navigation?
There's no TV. There's no nothing. No
they
forms
shot
of
the
communication.
satellites out of the air, which was already a threat that was made in real life. Now, here's another thing. Think about this. We keep seeing on the internet every day. I know you see it. They're like, there's going to be a sunstorm. It's going to shut the internet off.
Oh, yeah. Keep talking about that.
Man, makes you wonder. Maybe they're worried about Russia. I mean, we should open our eyes a little bit. Maybe they're worried about Russia shooting the satellites.
And y'all, and you know, you'd be like, oh, that sounds like conspiracy theories. Peep this. If I told you the truth, it create mass hysteria. So every day, everybody would be panicking. Products would run out.
If you were the government, right? You told the truth.
I told the truth. Everything, it would create mass chaos.
COVID times 10.
Yeah, mass chaos. When they told everybody about COVID, y'all seen how wild it was. Y'all couldn't even wipe y'all ass, and y'all couldn't find a roll of toilet paper. Like, imagine if they told y'all
Russia was going to shoot our satellites out the sky,
or we really about to secretly go to war. We really gonna strike first, and we gonna see where it go. Like.
Because think about it like this: if they tell us there's going to be some kind of sunstorm and it's going to lose the internet for 2 months, you keep seeing this, right?
Yeah, I have seen that.
So if the internet's out, let's just say we wake up in the morning, the internet's out, right? Okay, we don't know how it's out.
Right.
I can't call nobody. I don't know if the sun did it or Russia did it. You feel what I'm saying? So it's almost like they're preparing us for Russia to attack.
Yeah, because the only way you get your news is via media.
Via satellites.
I don't know. You got a newspaper subscription?
Exactly.
And then at the same time, shit. So many of us depend on GPS. I don't even know where we going.
Exactly.
You don't even know where you're going.
So it's almost like that movie literally laid out what would happen.
Right.
It started off with
no comms.
Right. And that just disconnects everybody. Mm-hmm. You feel me? And then I wish I had written down the steps. They told you the steps. Yeah. So like, if you really are into this stuff, they told you. You know. Now the one thing I want to say is, and I almost feel like this is a government op. I'm gonna tell you why. Because they basically just told Russia, we know what the fuck you talking about. Mm-hmm. We know what you gonna do. Mm-hmm. You see it. Fuck around like we're ready. Mm-hmm. You shoot our satellites down, it don't matter because we got this.
Yeah.
Whatever that is. So it was like a warning of them, like, man, we know what y'all about to do, man. We ready. You know what I'm saying? So it was and not to mention EP, Barack Obama, Michelle Obama. Mm-hmm. So like obviously they know some things. Now one thing I know from being in being in the movie industry a little bit, living in Atlanta, being around movies, getting shot, I've been on set, I've been in movies. You feel me?
Right.
So it's like I know that like what EP really means in most cases is that they put money up. That's it. Mm-hmm. Like they invested in the movie. Like here's $1 million, make me an EP.
Right.
So I don't know if they're involved.
I've heard it's based off a novel, and the novel gets into more deep detail. But the most important scene in the movie to me was once they left the crazy neighbor's house when they got the medicine, and he looked at him and he said, I need you to be with me on this. And he explained how our demise would happen step by step because of these places that they were in. And he was like, the last step, well, everything will pretty much take care of itself. Right. And we pretty much revert back to, like, I guess, barbaric days where it was a dog-eat-dog world, like pretty much cowboy lifestyles. Like, cowboys was lawless. Like, I could literally walk into somebody's house, shoot the cowboy, tell their wife they're my wife now. And you go in the back, little Timmy, You make me a hot bath. I just killed your dad. That's like, you know what I'm saying?
No,
like
that's real
cowboy,
facts.
like that's how it is. And at that time, that's when those movies about militia groups or people who are just scavengers and the world is lawless and women have to be protected because they're scared they're gonna get raped, and people just like, I don't have the energy or the resources to help everybody.
You know how much deeper it is than that too. Look at the animals.
Yeah, I saw
So
that.
the deers. So you wonder like, what's up with the deers? What's up with the deers is I feel like the message is that it's not only that we're gonna go back to lawlessness as humans, the animals.
The earth is gonna reset.
So, and then you start wondering. All right, so you see the building, you see the house with the red door, right? I don't know if you remember this part.
Yes.
Towards the end, the little girl was eating.
When it's broke, the glass is broken.
Yeah, exactly. So what I feel like that symbolizes is a little girl in a house that isn't hers, you know, and she's just destroying it. She's just eating everything, not even sharing with people. You know what I'm saying? Like being selfish as hell, being the most selfish person possible.
Because all she want to do is watch that damn show.
And she just want to watch that show and eat all the food before everybody else gets a chance to get dibs or divide it. And I feel like what she represented was humanity.
Yeah.
Humanity. We came here, and it also makes you wonder if we're from here. What's the message of the movie? Are we from Earth, or were we sent here? Did we come here from somewhere else? Because she came into a house that wasn't hers, and she literally did what humanity does. So it makes you wonder: is the message of the movie is that in the deers are trying to take back Earth? Everything's trying to take back Earth. Are we literally just here because we came here from somewhere else, and we're literally fucking up their world?
Yeah, I think that's
Avatar.
That second part for sure. Like, I think that with all construction, like, this is beautiful. This is a beautiful home, but some animal got relocated from this land.
Right.
Deers and stuff.
Trees.
Like our highways, our causeways. Imagine, bro, you get mad at a deer for being in the street. Like, that ain't where they used to roam.
Right, like,
you know what I'm
that's not
saying?
their house.
Like,
you get mad when there's a rat in your house.
Yeah, you get mad like
when they used to be here.
When bugs get in your house. But this was what they naturally. We came and built on this, like, and that's what like you said. I think her character is like, people are selfish. Not even Americans, just people. Period. People are selfish. She only wanted. She was eating all the snacks. The only thing she realized. That's another part of people. People are so caught up in their own shit that they're blind to what's going on around them.
Right.
So you're so caught up in it. Oh, I'm hungry. I'm gonna eat this. And there's shit going on in the world. You're not paying attention to it. Oh, damn, Kanye tripping again. Let me watch that.
Right. And
on the next channel, the president has now declared war, but you hurry and change it because you're not paying attention.
Right.
To it, you know.
And the reality is that is the whole point of it.
Yeah.
It's to distract us.
Yeah.
We are a distracted society.
Right.
Like, so there's never, I don't know much about histories. I wasn't there, but I feel like there's probably never been a time in history where they've been this distracted.
Oh, no, bro. It's so easy to distract us, bro. It's sex scandals. Diddy right now, that's just like, you know what I'm saying? Hey, I'm not saying people who do things shouldn't be punished. That's cool. We talk about that. You talk about that for a day. We talk about subjects for weeks, and then so much stuff get passed in Congress, and so many bills and stuff get passed, and then you be like, when they do that? Oh, when Steve Harvey, when Bill Cosby put the pills in the drink, you were worried about the wouldn't pop, and then that happened.
Right. Every time there's a major bill going on, they're pushing something. The Ocean Gate was a perfect example. Mm-hmm. When they're pushing the Ocean Gate, they're in the submarine.
Right.
But there was shit going on. There was all kind of shit going on in the background. But it's like this on repeat. It's always like this.
And it's crazy. And you don't want to sound like conspiracy theories, but it's like, damn, like, how is it always something major going on when y'all doing this, bro?
Well, here's the thing about conspiracy theories.
It's timed?
The term conspiracy theorists. This was coined by the CIA. Conspiracy theorists. Because at the end of the day, a theory is a theory.
Right.
Either it's true or it ain't. Like, do you think that Isaac Newton wasn't crazy when he was presenting the theory of gravitation and saying, there's gravity. There's a power out there and it's pulling shit down. Mm-hmm. They thought he was crazy. They thought it was a conspiracy theorist. They just didn't have the theory. They didn't have the name conspiracy theorist back then. But that's what he was. Right. And everybody who comes with something that isn't the norm, there are They're crazy. They're conspiracy theorists.
Yeah, back in the day, they used to call them witches. Imagine like you make the first fire because everybody cold and you rubbing sticks together,
right?
And you start a fire and you're like, witch. And you're like, oh no, it was an accident.
You're the devil.
Yeah, right. You know what I'm saying? So like, yeah,
it's always been this way. Like when you're doing something new and you're figuring something out that nobody's ever figured out before. Now maybe the government might have figured it out, but the people haven't figured it out. So you're figuring out. The government's like, you're a conspiracy theorist because you figured out how to make fire, motherfucker. You know what I'm saying?
Or we gotta take you out. Hey, you seen that, bro? Everybody who make those water power cars die.
It gets deeper than it's just like every time someone creates an electricity that doesn't require a power plant, So I talked about this in a previous podcast. I feel like this is what it is. They can't control, like if you could put water in a car, they can't profit. You know what I'm saying? Like any kind of like Tesla. Tesla created a way to basically suck energy from the atmosphere and have free energy. Right. Everybody would have, there wouldn't be no more power plants. But they never pursued it. They act like he never. People are recreating his creations right now. Like, yo, hold on, this shit, you can do that, But they don't want to do it because if the energy comes from the air, they can't control how much we suck up. They can't. We can now make our own device to suck the energy up, and I can have my whole house running on fucking nothing. You know what I'm saying?
On a little Wednesday, windy night.
Exactly. So they can't profit off that. So that's the reason why the people are dying. Because if I could put water in my car and power it, and then the gas companies are done.
Yeah, that's true. I'll drive right past the gas. I'll give me a little snacks. That's what y'all all gonna be corner stores. Y'all gonna be gas stations.
Right. But not even just the gas stations. Think about it like this. Like, it's not even the gas stations. It's the gas companies that are bringing the gas to the gas stations. You feel me? It's Texaco, not the gas station. The people who actually bring the gas in. You feel me? Like, it's bigger than just a gas station. Like, it's the gas companies. What's crazy is Texas is where they're at.
I know.
Houston is the headquarters for all the fucking gas companies. They have their corporate offices here in Texas.
That's crazy.
Here in Houston.
Because Texas got that gas, bro.
They got that gas.
Texas got that gas.
Yeah, but it's like, bro, these companies, like when you see these people die, who's killing them? Those fucking gas company CEOs.
You just never know. You just wake up and be like, oh, such and such died. You'd be like, what? Like,
bro, when you
car crash.
Exactly. It's always like some random death.
Falls from a balcony.
Right. It's like, who dropped him from his ankle when he didn't sign that paper?
Right. It be that type of stuff, and it makes the news, and it's just, I don't know, bro.
You got to think about it. Like, when you really break the government down and you realize, like, for example, the president, the most powerful man in the world, the only way that he got into office is because he had a really fucking fire campaign. And his shit was killing shit. And he was just on the internet everywhere. Everybody was talking about that motherfucker. Like, it was just crazy.
They showed them videos of him running with Obama.
You feel me? Like whatever they doing, like they have a campaign, but where they getting the money for their campaign? It's not their money. They're getting it from corporations, like the tobacco companies. I'm like, hey, Biden, I got a share for you. But when they're trying to up the tobacco tax, when that bill comes across your desk in 2 years that I already know about, and it's saying that we're going to up the percent for tobacco tax by 2%, which means less people are going to start quitting. They're like, man, the price is going up. I don't want. You're not going to sign it. You feel what I'm saying? So like every time they get millions of dollars, this goes all the way from being a fucking governor, being the governor, or what is it called, mayor of the city, all the way from mayor to president. I'm talking about every single
all that ties in.
Congressman,
sure.
state Congress.
It's crazy how like hierarchical that is. Like it's structured perfect. Like they sat down, they thought about this, and they executed it for years.
I'm gonna tell you what I think. I think that they tried to create a good government. I want to give them credit.
Oh, yeah. No. Honestly, I think that at
first, right? But there wasn't no corporations at that time. Corporations weren't like so big. You feel me? Like they weren't like, there wasn't no Walmart in every fucking corner. You feel me? So they tried to create a government that made sense. But the problem is these people with money got in and they figured it out. They studied the Constitution. They're like, shit, I ain't gonna lie. We can get up in here and make some changes.
Right.
Really, money talks.
Right. And I feel like that is the perfect example of the all-time saying, money is the root of all evil.
Exactly.
It is. You normally don't hear debates about people who have issues other than like when I hear murder, a lot of times it is money. It's either money or love or emotions. It's something to do with money. If I played you, if I was a drug dealer and I sold you some fake stuff, I played you. I also took your money.
Nah, for sure. So a lot of crimes and murders are about money, but I would say a lot of them are about like emotion.
Emotions too.
And I feel like emotion. There's a lot of emotion behind money. You feel me?
Yeah.
But I feel like a lot of murders are to do with money, and some of them it's like $50. You know what I'm saying? Like when that $50 really matters to you.
Exactly.
You
and you don't really see rich men. You do occasionally because they're psychos, but you don't really see rich men just going out and murder.
Well, because rich men pay other people to do it.
Yeah, they'll pay somebody to get them whacked, but
and they got enough money to pay the right guy.
Yeah.
So that's why you don't see it often. But then again, it's like, and back to what I was basically saying is like, I feel like there's president, because look, if every single person had to get into office by doing favors, so they basically owe corporations favors.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So when you got the president here, I feel like he's not really in control because he owes so many favors. So if 20 people paid him money to pass a certain bill, he's not even the president. They are.
Yeah.
Because they're controlling the decisions. You feel what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, the corporations are above the president. Because that president wouldn't be the president without him.
I was watching something about that from Rockefeller and how he like the government borrowed money from him during the Great Depression.
Right.
Bro, you know how much money you gotta have for the government to say, "Hey, bro, let me hold $20. We struggling as the U.S. We just need a little dub. We got you on the back end."
Well,
that's crazy.
It's crazy. But
the Carnegie family too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Him and
Rothschild.
It was Chase, whoever is
J.P. Morgan.
J.P. Morgan, that's who I'm talking about.
Yeah.
That dude was loaded. And when he figured out how to get all the competing train companies to all become one, man, bro went crazy because he connected the United States.
Right. So you want to know something that's crazy, bro? It gets deeper than that. So the Great Depression happened. Now, I'm not no fucking expert on this. I don't
Right.
act like I'm a historian.
Yeah. I watched the YouTube video. Yeah.
But this is what I know about what happened, basically, is that the banks had some shady shit going on in the background, basically making a realization that if they were to create a Great Depression, then they would be able to crash the market. And the only way to fix the market would be to come up with a solution that only the most rich people in the world could come up with. And that was the Federal Reserve. So the banks were doing shit like something with interest rates, loans, and all kind of shit like that, like fucking around with some numbers to basically purposely cause a crash in the market, the stock market crash or whatever. So basically, the only way to fix it would be like, hey, look, we need a central bank. We got all these banks solely working together. But if they crash, who's going to make sure they're good? So we need another central bank to come above them that they all answer to, who can like have enough money and power to help all the banks and make sure everything always runs smooth.
Like they did with the government.
But the thing is that means that all the banks are no longer owned necessarily and controlled by a person. Like you can't open a bank. You open a bank, you still are owned by the Federal Reserve to a certain degree. Right. So now all of our money in banking is now run by an organization which is ran by the richest millionaires. And what's more than a billionaire?
Gazillion, yeah.
Like we got gazillionaires out here who are running. So that's basically what created that. So when you said the government was lending money and stuff, the reality was that was during the process of them enacting the Federal Reserve. And to connect back to what we said earlier, this is back in the 30s, 20s, 30s when this is going on, right? The 10s, 20s, 30s.
Yeah, something like 1980s.
Exactly.
Like that, yeah.
The Great Depression. Then what happened afterwards, and when the Federal Reserve was enacted, was like in the 30s, I believe.
Right.
So it took some time.
Right.
They created a problem and they came with a solution. It took some years, right? But now we look back in the future. Now we're here now. That's 30s. That's 20s. Now they got Federal Reserve banks in all the places we go to war with. One of the goals of the war is to put that bank in there. So now the Federal Reserve runs damn near the
Yeah, they got
world.
everything, bro. They run everything.
So if there is an Illuminati, it's those fucking bankers. You feel me? Because they run.
I never thought about that.
If you run the money, you run the world.
I thought about that.
For sure.
Yeah.
But who runs the money? The bankers, and these are the names you just mentioned.
Right.
So that is how it happened. But it's deep, bro, because you got to think about like who created this country. You know what I'm saying? This country, What is it? Independence. What was that thing we signed? We left Europe.
Declaration of Independence.
So the Declaration of Independence and the Constitution.
Constitution, both of them.
Yeah, they were signed.
Yeah, the Declaration of Independence was for us to become our own nation, and
right?
then the Constitution was the rules set in place for this nation.
Right,
much,
exactly.
Yeah,
both of those were pretty much signed by straight Freemasons.
Yeah, I seen that. Yeah.
So what that makes you want kind of start to understand is that I don't like the Pilgrims came here, you know. That's the story they tell us. These Pilgrims came here and all this shit with the Indians and shit. And like that's the story we hear.
Made oatmeal and shit.
Yeah, exactly. But it makes you wonder who the fuck really came here. Was it the Freemasons? Because all the people in control, like whether the Freemasons came with the Pilgrims, they came after, at some point in time, them motherfuckers were in control. Because they signed the Declaration of Independence.
Yeah, you somebody, bro. You signing that, you got power.
And in a large group, it wasn't like they were like, it was mostly Pilgrims, but there was a couple Freemasons in there too. No, it's like straight up Freemasons.
Right, these was all big dogs. All the big dogs was in there.
So why? Why is Benjamin Franklin a Freemason? And why is every single president in history a Freemason? Other than Donald Trump and JFK, and I believe Abe Lincoln. There's only a couple presidents that weren't Freemasons now.
Obama was too. I didn't know.
Obama was a Freemason.
Wow.
Mostly every president was a Freemason. So that makes you start wondering. But they also been around. They signed the fucking original documents. So there's something here. Like there's a level of control going on here. And it's right in our face. You feel me? So back to, like, I want to get back to the original point, the movie. Mm-hmm. You feel me? Like, we've been running shit. We just laid it out for you. We just laid it out for everybody. We running shit. But do you think that people are sick of it? I'm going to tell you something. Let me ask you a question. Did you ever get sick of the Patriots? Okay, did you ever get sick of Golden State?
Nah.
Winning every year. You never got sick of the Patriots.
I'm not gonna lie. I got sick of Patriots. Golden State, Steph, my second favorite.
Okay, player. So you fuck with Steph.
All right, yeah.
If you're a Steph fan,
KD, my favorite player, and second was Steph. So it's just.
So you was rocking with the movement.
Yeah, I was rocking with the movement, but I get what you're saying. Like seeing the same guys win all the time.
Every time.
It gets,
It gets old.
Yeah, you know how everybody lost. And you got a brother. You sitting there, you lose the game to your brother every time. You be like, man, I'm not about to play with you, bro. Or you get mad and you want to fight. Because you keep throwing this in my face that you beating me. And I'm going to punch you.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Yeah, one day. And that's what happens. As kids, we fight. And it could be, you can't beat me. You can't beat me. Shut up. Boom. Like, and as I feel you. I know exactly where you're going with this.
Yeah.
America.
We've been winning.
Be humble.
We've been winning for a minute.
We need to be humble.
Now, I will say this, and I think I talked to somebody else about this, and they brought this point up, and they made a point, is that BRICS is full of some motherfuckers who I don't think can work together for very long. I don't think China is going to work with Russia long. I don't think Russia is going to work with Iran long. I don't think they're going to fuck with South America long. I don't think that, or South Africa long. I don't think any of them motherfuckers are going to be able to work together long. Because they're so different. Like, they never worked together before. Like, USA. We're one country. We run shit. We got our own currency. We don't have to sit here and team up with fucking Germany, fucking Antarctica, fucking Brazil, and try to, like, come to the same, like, like, we're going to do this. Like, how the fuck are you going to get all these people to come together and then do the same thing? Everybody's going to want to be the leader. Everybody's going to want to be like, hey, bro, I don't like how you did that. We're going to do it this way. There's too many fucking... Too many chiefs and not Indians.
Right.
So I don't know if BRICS is going to be able to get that power to run us from a financial standpoint. But if that movie takes place, oof.
If that movie takes, I ain't gonna lie, bro. I was spooked out. I started pricing doomsday bunkers. They don't make them in Texas though.
Hey, that doomsday bunker looked nice.
And it was 30,000.
That's it.
Yeah, and they had some for 60,000, which isn't bad. Like if you could make, I ain't gonna get that working. I gotta be an influencer. I gotta make it. Which makes me realize, like, if I got to a point where I can make 1.5, 2 million, definitely give me a doomsday bunk. Well, out here it would be a like a remote, secluded like ranch or something, because we're below sea level, so you can't get a bunker in an area that's below sea level. Just in case.
In Texas.
Florida, anywhere.
Oh yeah.
Just in case it
Right.
floods.
You can't get a basement.
Yeah, we can't.
No. So what you would do is you would get a house on a hill.
Isolated. Yeah.
You have to get a house on the hill. You have to build into the hill.
Yeah, build into the hill. You could do that, and then also I wouldn't want it to be like, I wouldn't want nobody but the people who knew where my stuff was.
Yeah. You don't want nobody to know.
Nah, yeah.
No doubt.
Yeah, and I wouldn't want it to be obvious. I would want you to drive right past it and not know that it's a doomsday bunker.
So do you feel like it's possible that the world is going to end in our lifetime?
It is very possible. I feel like it's possible. Anything is possible. You know, would I like it to? No. I would like it. I mean, I know it's going to end, but, you know, it's like the good-hearted person to me is like, my wife wants a child. So if it doesn't happen in my lifetime, it happens in my child's lifetime. If they have to endure whatever comes, whatever way the world is ended, that's tough. Or my grandchild, you know. Right. I always think about that. And they're not even here yet. Right. But I just wouldn't want them to endure. Bro,
don't let that discourage you from having children.
No.
People say that shit. I want to bring a child in this world. This world been fucked up for a minute.
It definitely say, the Bible definitely says be fruitful. So you know, I'm definitely gonna try to recreate. And then I wouldn't want to not leave something of myself here, like a part of my essence. You can, of course, you can click on my YouTube videos, but what if YouTube pull up my space and take all our content down? Did you see that? MySpace started deleting people's pictures.
I believe it. I haven't even checked MySpace.
Bro, I tried to check my MySpace. Bro, they took everything down. So like, it was like, damn.
YouTube might not be there forever.
Yeah, I'm like, damn. My middle school pictures and stuff that I just kept on there. Just thought that I was gonna be able to come back to MySpace and grab them. Those parts of my life are gone, and that means a lot to me because I'm a photographer. So it's like, damn. That's also pieces of myself that I posted at that time period. I probably thought I was cool. Like, this is my MySpace picture, but now
it should be cringy.
Now that I'm in my 30s, it'd be cringy, but then it also be dope to see like, well, damn, this is what I look like when I was 14.
Yeah.
You know, this
this
is the only record I have of me actually at 14 because we're not that age group where 14. That scrapbook mom thing. My mom didn't do that. We took our own. We had cell phones
because of social media. It wasn't necessary. Like my parents. You know, they had that type of stuff, their grandparents, but like me, I'm not doing it.
Right.
I'm not keeping no scrapbook.
No.
But it's all there.
Right.
But what if it's not?
Right. What it couldn't, because you didn't back it up. You didn't put it into a hard file. It sat on the internet.
So that goes into what I want to bring up next. Perfect transition. As the world transitions into everything being electronic, books. Like, people don't read books anymore. In about 20 years from now, like, for example, when we were in school, we had a textbook, right?
I had my own textbook with my name
you had to sign it, right?
Yeah, I had to bring it to school.
Yeah, right? So now they're using ebooks for school, right? Like, my kids, they have ebooks. So that means that eventually there will no longer be physical copies of books.
Have you seen that movie?
I have.
When they're burning all
when
the
they're
books.
burning the books. Fahrenheit.
Burning something, 911 or something like that.
So that movie got me. That's exactly what I'm talking about with the dude
Michael B. Jordan. Yeah,
that movie right there. If you haven't seen it,
it's
Fahrenheit,
a great movie. It's a great.
It's a number after that.
I think it's Fahrenheit 9/11. I think.
Okay.
I don't quote me. I
don't think it's 9/11.
Fahrenheit 13. I don't.
It's a Fahrenheit and it's a number, but I don't remember what.
Nah, don't. I said 911. Fahrenheit 451.
451.
The movie.
That sounds right, because it's like a temperature.
It's a book. It's a 2018 film. Yeah.
If you haven't watched the movie, check it out. I don't want to say too much on it.
But it's a great movie, bro.
But you know, but basically it got me to thinking about like the world we're moving into. Like, for example, if I read a book right now, there's a very likely chance I wouldn't print it. I would only do ebook, right? Because cost effective. I'm not an author,
right?
I might write the most life changing book about whatever,
right?
But I might not put it in paper book, and especially 20 years from now, I definitely wouldn't. So what does that mean? That means if something world catastrophe were to occur, like for example, some sort of fucking solar whatever, and it made it so that all the chips were fried. They were just fried because it was so fucking whatever.
Oh yeah, EMP blast.
EMP blast. That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
An EMP blast like occurred that was so big and crazy and unexpected
right.
that it wiped all the drives. amongst other things. So the world ends, right? Essentially, there's no more record of us. Who the fuck are we? What do we do? What do we know? It's all electronic.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? So like we could essentially, like as we move in, as we move into a fully digital age, this is what the problem we open up.
Musical catalogs are gone. Everything. If you ain't put that on wax, on CD, and people's just streaming now.
Who the fuck's making CDs now? Like, you got to be the top artist to make a CD.
Yeah, and if an EMP blast happen, it might fry your CD player too.
You're a reader, right? So even if you have the CD, what do you do with it? So if somebody comes later on, they're like, what is this? You know, and that leads me to like, the question is like, what if this happened already? What if we've already been here at this level of technology? And something happened that wiped out the world like flood-wise to the point where like it covered it up so deep we haven't even found it yet. You know what I'm saying? Houses like this wouldn't exist if a flood happened, like Noah's Ark type style. We're talking about it's 500 feet high.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And it's moving at 500 miles per hour.
Yeah, it'd be here from Galveston to here in 20 minutes.
And everything, every house, exactly, within seconds. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And every single house, probably within minutes, is gone. You know what I'm saying? Because the way we structure shit, it's not going to be able to withstand that type of pressure. Oh, no. So what if it happened?
Get your life right, baby. Like, for real, man.
I feel like it's possible.
If you believe in God, get right with God. You know what I'm saying? If you don't, you know, just be a morally good person. Make sure you leave no boxes unchecked that you can. Like, and I'm not talking about, like, life goal boxes, because we all gonna have boxes that we haven't checked, or that's what we strive to check as many boxes. But just being like a real person, like check those boxes, bro. Be real. Like just be real. Be a real human being. Like if you see somebody who need help and your life ain't gonna be put in danger, bro, help them. Like,
right,
help them, bro.
Just be a good person.
Just be a good person, bro. It's really not hard to be a good person, bro. It's crazy how it kind of makes me mad when I see people choose evil over good. Like, not just like robbing and stuff like that, but just naturally, like, they have a decision and they naturally choose to just
be evil.
Yeah, bro. Like, and not devil worshiping evil, just like, bro, that's wrong, bro.
Why are you doing that shit?
Why are you doing
You're
that
hurting
shit,
people
bro?
by doing it.
Right, bro. Why are you doing that shit, bro?
Right.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, stealing this shit is wrong, but like, bro, you really sit there, and some people do it to survive, which I understand, but then some other people do it just to be greedy.
If you do it to survive, I completely understand. To a certain degree.
To a certain degree, right.
To a certain degree.
I'm going to be mad you robbed me. I ain't going to lie. I'm going to be mad. But if it fed your kids.
But see, that's the thing, is that I'll never know if the person that robbed me did it for that reason.
Right.
They may have just wanted that chain.
Exactly. That's my point. Not just wanting to rob somebody and take their chain so you can stunt. Why?
Right. Like,
bro?
You can't even barely sell a chain. If you steal my chain right here, you're not going to get the full price for it on the street.
I mean, you steal my chain, you're going to be mad. You might as well let me have my chain. You're going to be like, bruh. I'm going to be like, man, look, don't steal my watch, because it's Big Mike watch. Shout out Big Mike.
Hey.
You know what I'm saying?
But it's like, you know, I feel like we're going to rob and get the value. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you're going to rob me for my chain and get 10% of what it's worth on the street, then you're not doing it for the right reasons. You're doing dumbass shit.
Half the time, just talk to me, bro. If I can help you, I can help you. You know what I'm saying? The most important thing I can give you is knowledge. Because, like, bro, let's say you rob me, bro. Let's say you cut a lick, bro. You got 15 bands off of them. You got 30. Let's say we were going, bro, we were balling. Let's say we both had 40 bands on us and they got us for 80 piece. They robbed us. As soon as they robbed us, bro, they got hit by an 18-wheeler. And they ain't here no more.
Do you believe in karma?
Yeah, I do. I do to a certain extent. I just believe in energy. I believe in karma too, but I believe more so in energy. Like, I feel like you could make a mistake and then, like, you know, turn away from it, and you just, karma ain't gonna be like, oh, I'm gonna get you. But if you continuously draw into that energy is just gonna be like, all right, cool. Well, this is what you attract. So I'm gonna bring some of this same energy towards you. You know what I'm saying? Live by the gun, die by the gun, that type shit. Like, you can make a mistake. Everybody makes mistakes. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying that, period. Like, you know, you can break somebody's heart. You can be mean to somebody. Somebody could possibly be mean to you, but I don't think it works like that as far as like, but if you're always mean to somebody or you're always breaking somebody's heart, then that's when I feel like it'll happen.
Yeah.
Because
So you believe it's more of a natural course of events?
yeah, I feel like it's a natural course of men, and you just attract the same energy that you put out, more so rather than karma. You know what I'm saying? Like,
So do you believe in like frequencies?
yes. And babies make me believe in frequencies.
You said babies? Why is that?
People always tell me like how he walked straight up to me. They'd be like, "Bro,"
And he wants you to pick him up.
I met my little cousin for the first time, and my cousin was like, "Bro, she can feel your light inside of you, bro. You got like a real good positive vibe about you. You just when people see you, it's not your first thought isn't any ill malice. So that's probably why people get around with you. So these frequencies, I feel like children can feel them, because I've been around kids who came in and then the person who was next to me, they're like, why would I do to them? Bro, I don't know. Maybe your energy off. I don't know this child. Why did this child choose me? This child has no way of knowing. They don't know my name. But this child knows that they feel safe with me. And I feel like they can pick up frequencies. Also, like they see stuff that we can't see. Because I remember as a child, I used to see stuff too.
True. We used to have our imagination.
But I used to see stuff.
Right.
I saw stuff walk through doors, like apparitions. And my brother used to be like, I thought I was tweaking. And I was like, yo, dude just walked through the door, bro. And I remember I was like 5'6", bro. And I promise you I was young. And I was like looking out, staring. And I didn't even say nothing to my brother. We was at my old house. And yeah, ghost stories. We'll have a ghost story episode. I got a lot of ghost stories. But this dude literally walked from my sister's room straight into the garage through the door like a spirit. And I'm
What
like,
did it look like?
He had a white shirt on and like.
But like, did he look like a human being?
Yes.
Or did he have a certain thing about him that made him not look
I've seen one that didn't look like a human being, and I've seen one that did look like a human being. That one looked like a human being. He looked like I couldn't tell if he was white or black, but his hair was like really slick, and he was like grayish, and he walked straight through the door. He had like some blue jeans on, and like a dingy white shirt, and he just walked through. He was walking. He didn't look at us or nothing. He just walked through. And I'm tweaking because I saw that, and I knew I saw that as a kid. And I looked at my brother, and I was like, did you see? And he was like, I'm like, okay. I'm not tweaking. Because I used to wake up in the middle of the night. Subject, we're switching a little bit, y'all, but in the middle of the night, I used to have nightmares. I used to call out to my mom. I'd be like, Mom, somebody standing at the doorway. It would be this thing, bro. And I don't know. You watch a lot of movies. You got a broad. You know how emperors in China used to be? Like they used to have those real big hats and the shoulders with the spikes on them, like almost like an emperor. I wasn't watching anything like that at that time, bro. I was young. Me and my brother shared a bed. That's how young I was. So something that tall where it took up the whole door frame would stand there. His hat was right there, and he would just stare at me all night. And I would be so freaked out because I would just sit there and he would stare at me and I'd be like, I want to go tell my mama, but I got to run past this nigga. And you know what I'm saying? Like, who is this? Why are you here every night? My mom came, got the house saged and everything. And then, she was praying, and after a while it went away.
Wow.
And then one more story, not to keep y'all going, but I was with my ex at this time. Me and my sister, we shared an apartment. My mom made me get an apartment with my sister because she was out in the city, and she just wanted me to protect my little sister. It's cool. So, bro, I slept on the couch because my sister wasn't about to have no dudes coming over there when I'm over there. So I slept on the couch that night because I thought she was trying to sneak a dude over. I'm sleeping on the couch. I remember it like it's nothing.
You're trying to protect your sister,
right? I just didn't want no dude. She wasn't fucking
right
while I was in there, bro. I just didn't want that. That's just not. It's your little sister, bro.
Yeah,
like
I feel that.
Y'all call it cock blocking all y'all want to, bro. But it's just like
I had no homeboy do that.
Right,
too
like
before.
if she and I'm not even like that, like, bro. If she want, just tell me to leave. Like, just don't do it while you're big.
No, I
there.
definitely feel.
Yeah,
that.
you know what I'm saying. Like, if I'm not there, whatever, or go to his house. I know that you're doing it. I just don't want it. It's my little sister.
Yeah,
bro.
I get
you
that.
feel me? So, like, I'm sitting there. I'm like, man, she told me she wasn't coming, but she didn't. She didn't lie to me. She didn't come home. Bro, I'm sleeping on the couch. I remember Kurt Cobain. I got that Drink in My Cup video. It was on TV. And I'm laying on my side, bro. And I'm on the 3rd floor. So all I hear is like, doom, 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 doom. In apartments where you're on the floors, you can hear stumping. I have sleep paralysis, so I can't move. But my eyes are wide open. And whatever it is, I couldn't make out the face. The face was like really blacked out. Like it was like smeared. Like if you took a marker and did like this to his face, it was smeared. But it was walking back and forth in front of the TV, and I could see the shadow of the body crossing in front of the TV.
Wow.
Boom, 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 boom. I'm freaking out, but I've had a lot of instances that I didn't tell y'all about seeing things or interactions with spirits. So I normally don't freak out, but I was like, all right, cool. I'm just going to pray. But bro, whatever this is was strong because I couldn't say Jesus. I couldn't say Lord. I couldn't say God. I was stuttering uncontrollably.
And this was you were awake at this time?
Bro, I'm wide open. My eyes up. I'm looking at it. Stumping. I'm like, I've never stuttered like that. I couldn't say Lord. I was like,
where was this?
In my living room.
You were alone?
Yes. And so it was stuttering. It was stepping. Boom, 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 boom. As it realizes that I'm trying to pray, it stops from stumping and it stares at me. It stops. Like, dumb. Like, it was literally like that. I'm like, oh. I was scared, y'all. I ain't gonna lie. I'm literally don't be scared. And as he's like coming towards me, I scream out, Lord, please protect me. Boom. Get out of my sleep paralysis. It's over. I'm spooked out.
Oh, so you were asleep?
Yeah, but I was up.
Yeah.
But I felt like I heard her coming in the house. But see, I was in a deep sleep before this. It wasn't like I just went to sleep. I was asleep for a while. And I was like, woke up and opened my eyes, but I realized I couldn't move.
Right.
And then when I got out of my sleep paralysis, everything before that I remembered. So it wasn't like more so like, oh, I was asleep. This was like.
This intense.
Yes, it was more so like that. That happened. And then I'm freaked out. I'm freaked out about that. 2 days later, my sister, I hear bro, I don't know what spirit was trying to get in contact with me. This all leading up to what I want to tell y'all. Make it snappy. My sister is a little bright skin. You saw my sister. She was in the wedding. Did you see her? I'll show you a picture.
No, I did.
Yeah, she's the light skinned girl with the glasses. She would come and peek in my room sometimes. So I'm in there cleaning up, bro. And you know how like the door's behind you. So let's say you're over here and clean up, and you look, and then you're like, I'm like, hey, why are you peeking around the corner? Like, why are you doing that? Why are you peeking around the corner? Head went back. I'm like, yo, stop playing. So I walked through because my bathroom lights off. So I walked through my bathroom to her side of the house, the apartment, and I'm like, damn, she cut these lights off fast. You know what I'm saying? Do. I walk through. I go in her apartment. I'm like, yo, you hiding? Like, bro, she's not there. Like, I literally go outside and look in her car. There's no way she would have got downstairs that point. And then I called her. I was like, yo, was you? She's like, no, I'm not there. So I'm freaked out. It wasn't my sister. It was something light-skinned. And I just assumed it was my sister. My ex at the time, she comes over the next day. I'm freaked out, but whatever. And then her friend's over there with her. My friend Natalie. Shout out Natalie. Natalie was like, y'all can go get y'all something to eat. I'm tired. Do you mind if I lay in your room, bro? I said, lay. Take your time. We go to Whataburger. I come back, bro. Natalie's sitting like this, rocking. I said, what's wrong? She said, a little girl was peeking at me in the bathroom. And I had just told my ex at the time, while we were at Whataburger, what happened. And she was like, Tim just told me that he thought it was his sister. She's like, yeah, no disrespect, bro, but I want to go. And I was like, I don't blame you. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know what's going on. I don't blame you.
So she wasn't aware of the situation?
No. But that little girl, I don't know if she wanted attention. And all that ties into frequencies. I don't know if even the spiritual realm is trying to communicate with me on a deeper level.
How long has it been since you had an experience like this?
Now I've been having nightmares. But like the last experience that I felt with something, it was 2019. 2019. Me and Jamie had sleep again. Me and Jamie had woke up in the morning. She was like, bye, babe. I'm going to work. I was like, all right, bye. Gave her a kiss. I had to have a job, y'all, so I let her home. It's the morning. It's not night. It's the morning. And I'm in my room, and I hear her leave, close the door, because it's an apartment. I hear the door close. Doom. As soon as she closed the door, I hear on my bed like somebody sat on the edge of my bed. I'm laying with my back towards that side. That direction, yeah. So I'm like, she just closed the door. it's just me and her here. Like, and now I'm in sleep paralysis mode. And that's the last time. I didn't see anything, but for that bed to dip as if someone got in the bed with me was creepy, bro. Like, that was creepy. Like, I've had like multiple instances with stuff like that we could talk about another time. Should we talk about off camera? But like, it's been some stuff, but like, I think that was the last time. Everything else I've been getting grabbed by like a demon type thing in my dreams. And Jamie will wake me up out my sleep talking about, I'm like, I'll be like, I can hear myself tripping out, but like she'll wake me up. Yeah. And somebody said that she needed to let me go through it, but she said I'd be loud. So I don't know.
I've had a couple of situations with sleep paralysis, but it wasn't bad things happening.
You never was bad?
It was more like speaking with somebody, like having a conversation with someone.
That'd be dope. Nobody ever talked to me.
That's a long story. I'll tell it on a different podcast.
Yeah, we'll talk about it. We'll talk about it.
As a matter of fact, next time
we'll run it back. We'll actually get into some spiritual stuff.
Because this is something I want to say, but it's a long story. I don't want to.
Yeah, we'll
make
tap
it
into,
about me.
We'll tap. Nah, bro. I mean, like,
for sure.
We got some stories and stuff to talk about, and I'm pretty sure we're not the only people who've
been through stuff like
that. Like,
but as far as like negative entities, it wasn't that like that with me. I feel like, man, that's interesting stuff. I feel like there's something about other dimensions and other realms that we don't really understand. And I feel like it's possible that the frequency level of it, it's like there's a certain range of frequency that we're on. Right. And maybe it's simple as to say that, like, on this very realm that we live on Earth, that we exist right here in a certain frequency realm. Let's just say it's 1,000 to 2,000. We're humans. We're living in the 1,000 to 2,000 range, or we're this form of humans. But then there's like the people on the 2,000 to 3,000 range, and they're here too. You know what I'm saying? And they're living the same exact place we are on a different frequency.
And see.
And that's what you're talking about.
And I hate to bring up shows, but Stranger Things, which is one of my favorite shows, they were on this realm, and the underworld was the same exact copy. It was dark.
Opposite.
It was dark.
Yeah,
it was dark. So if the world flipped, the inside of the world was the same, like the houses and everything, but it was just a darker realm.
So I feel like in that instance, it would be like, let's say we're living in the plus 1,000 frequency. That would be the negative 1,000.
Right. And like when the boys were able to find a gateway to that realm,
they were able to change this world.
And then be able to see then something escaped into this world. So
there's a connection there.
Yeah. That type of stuff, shows like that, I always like rock with them. And even like what you were talking about with the books, like Fahrenheit 451, the Book of Eli,
all that stuff.
Yeah.
So back to what you were saying about the babies, right, and the frequency. So something that might blow your mind. Like I've said this in a previous podcast, but I got to bring it up again. Frequencies. So we are all antennas. You are an antenna. I'm an antenna.
Right.
Kids are an antenna. The difference between a kid's antenna and your antenna is that you have preconceived notions.
Right.
Which means that you might feel an energy with me and you might be like, hey, bro, blah, blah, blah. Because we know each other, right?
Right.
But you might feel that same frequency with someone you don't know and you're not going to express that. You feel what I'm saying? But a baby will.
Mm-hmm.
So the baby ran up to you and said, pick me up.
Right.
But a human ain't gonna, a man ain't gonna say that.
Hey, my boy.
You feel me?
Please don't ask me to pick you up. Please, bro.
Please don't do that.
Please don't do that to me, dog.
You feel me? So that's what I feel. I feel like we all have the same antenna, just that we act differently when we receive the message. You understand what I'm saying? And babies, they have no preconceived notion. They're not gonna be like, I don't want this grown man picking me up. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
They're not thinking that shit.
Nah, I ain't like, man, pick me up, bro.
You feel me? So I feel like we all have the ability. So I'm gonna break it down to you how this really works. All right. In this room, there's a bunch of electromagnetic like
fields
in this room, right? Mm-hmm. So if me and you are like arguing,
right,
I'm like, fuck Tim,
right?
You know what I'm saying?
I'm like, fuck Phlo.
I'm sending a frequency out there,
right? Yeah, you are,
and you receive it, because I said fuck Tim,
right?
And the way I looked at you, you knew I meant that,
like
shit.
A text message,
yeah, exactly.
What?
Exactly. But the electromagnetic field also picked up that frequency. So invisible field in this room has been changed, right? Now it's on some heat. It's a different frequency than just neutral. It's not neutral no more.
Right.
You walked into this room, it was a neutral frequency. The fan was going on, whatever. It's neutral. That's all that's going on. But when we came in here with that heat, the room changed.
Yeah.
So now when somebody walks into this room, they sense that.
Yeah.
So for example, they sense that it's a bad frequency, and they're like, "Oh, what's going on?" They don't even got to hear me and you arguing. They're like, "Yo,
right." It's
whoa,
almost like if I came over here and you and her was fighting, I'd be like, "Y'all good?"
Yeah, exactly.
You can already tell.
You don't even know.
That.
We didn't say nothing to you, but you knew.
You should be like, "What's up, bro?" She like, "Hey, what's up?"
So for example, if you were on the phone with your wife and y'all were arguing, and then you walked in that door, like you're on the phone arguing, then you rang my doorbell and you walked in. The kid might not have came up to you, my boy.
Probably wouldn't have.
You feel me? Because he sensed that frequency.
Probably wouldn't.
So that's the essence of aura.
Yeah. Baby probably would have been like, nah, bro got something going on over
there. Like, I don't know.
Or probably been scared of me because they can pick her up.
They can pick it up.
It's harboring some energy. My energy is off. Yeah.
It's something that we can't understand scientifically. Like, that is probably the closest explanation.
Nah, that's a great explanation. Yeah. I've heard that, and I've also heard, like, temperature, like you said. Static between me and you can make it hot. They can feel the heat in here. That's why they say a lot of murders are committed in the summertime because people are hot and they're irritated. They're already irritated. So their fuse for that static to go up is already...
It's much shorter than when they're cold.
Then when you cold. Bro, when you cold, I really don't hear about people just straight up beating or fighting in the cold. They might do a drive-by or some shit.
They ain't got enough energy for that shit.
They're too cold.
They're too cold. They're like, if I kill you, I might not live.
Right.
Because I'm fucking be
Bro,
out of energy.
I'm about to fight you. It's too damn cold to fight you. Catch me in...
No, big facts. And that's why you always see a big decrease in crime in the winter.
Yeah.
As soon as it gets hot, people outside.
Tripping.
They outside.
The murder rate up.
Yeah.
It is.
So, and that's why when you look into history and you see like the warmer periods in history is when more more advancement happened. They were building cities like back in the day. When it was cold, people weren't building shit.
They was building all summer to get ready for the cold so they could stop and stay warm. Yep.
Exactly.
Yep.
Exactly.
Man.
So I feel like frequency is like, I don't think we really understand like the depth of it.
Nah, bro, you about to have me go home. About to be watching videos on everything tonight, bro. I'll be doing that. Once I tap into this part of my brain that I really don't get to talk about because everything all comedy and everything just all content.
People don't really like. That's why I like bringing people on this podcast, influencers, whoever. It's because it's like, let me hear what you got to say. You know what I'm saying? Like, people know you for being funny. Tim's so funny. People want to see like you had a lot of deep perspectives. You feel me? So I want to show people like, hey, look, we do this. We be funny. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, we also think we're deep thinkers and we should show the world.
People don't understand that in the midst of my comedy, in the midst of Phlo's right now, his philosophies and how he's impacting the world with Let It Flow and how he's giving his insights, that comes with something deep. Like, you have to be a certain kind of thinker to be ready to respond to everything everybody's saying, not stumbling over your words, not
Right.
The same with comedy. I have to be witty. I have to be sharp. I have to be fast.
Yes, sir.
I have to be fast because, like he said way early in the podcast, attention spans aren't long. So I have to grasp your attention.
Quick.
Hey, man, look, Sprite, Dr. Pepper, Coca-Cola, Mentos, the Fresh Maker. Oh, yeah, man, y'all dropped my boy some paid promo, man. Blue Chews. Somebody sent my boy some paid promo, man. Y'all seen the last video going crazy. This video going crazy. The video before that went crazy. Y'all dropped that, man. Hey, man, put my boy up there, man. He need that paid partnership. Prize Picks, somebody.
But I want to say, bro, I feel like this was probably one of the best podcasts that I've had, bro. You feel me? Because it was genuine. You know, I had some questions written down to ask you, but I feel like it was more like we were just chopping it, bro. And I feel like people are going to feel what we were saying because it's relatable.
And people are going to feel us, bro, because you my real bro. Like, they ain't going to tell, like, it's like, we chop it up all the time.
Right.
Hey, man, I talk to him about my financial situations, life advice. He can call me for anything that he needs to call me for. That's a different kind of chemistry that you have with somebody, then like, not saying nobody else that was on his podcast he didn't have chemistry with him. I'm just saying like when it's your real friend, it's different.
Right.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I talk to Phlo a lot, y'all. Like, I don't know if y'all know, like, bro, we talk a lot, probably like 3-4 times out the week. At least. And it might not be on the phone, but we play the game together too. And I'll be trying to explain that to my wife. Maybe it's not just game and fellowshipping. We actually talk about stuff. It don't just be all Call of Duty all the time.
And that's actually why I play.
Yeah.
You feel me? And it's funny because you actually introduced me to pretty much everybody I play with. That's the crazy thing. Yeah, but all good people, I definitely want to say you have a good circle around you. I feel like you got a lot of potential, bro. And that's the reason why I want to get into the procrastination thing earlier. And we'll talk about it more off camera. But I feel like, bro, you got mad potential, bro. And I feel like the world, like, bro, it's out here. We talked about how you could become a billionaire off of content creation. Working a job is cool, but I feel like, you know, like as far as people, but it's like, bro, there's so much bigger things, and I feel like you got it, bro. You got a lot of different skills that you don't even realize.
I don't even use,
Yeah, it's like a lot of content creators don't know how to pick up a camera. Yeah. Like you were teaching me how to make my podcast better. You know what I'm saying? Like we teach each other.
Right.
And that's one of the things that make things great, because if we don't bring things to each other, like when I brought out my manifest clothing line.
Yeah, you called me.
I called you. You helped me take the pictures. The first pictures I ever took in Manifest. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm gonna need some better ones next time.
Oh yeah, but I'm just either way, bro. Like we've worked each other
for sure.
We've worked together and made each other greater since we met each other. And not every friendship is like that.
Oh no,
you feel me? Like even in the game, we taught each other how to be better.
Right.
Especially you.
Right. And and you know, people be like, bro, and I ain't gonna say you was trash. You was just new. Like, they was like, who's your boy? I was like, this is my boy Phlo, bro. He gonna be on your hip. And you went from being on our hip to now you jumping. I'm like, ooh, y'all, man. Y'all go, hey, I don't know. Maybe you should do that to your fans one day. If they watching, man, drop your PSN, bro. Me and Phlo get on Call of Duty with you. We play Call of Duty. Sorry, that's really where we play together. But like, we'll do that. If y'all really want to do that, we can kick it and chop it up.
I think that both of us, if we're gonna play it and be this good at it, because we're both good at it.
Yeah.
Is to get on Twitch. If y'all want to see us on Twitch,
man, drop down. Y'all want to see us on Twitch, bro. We go crazy on Twitch, bro. I promise you we'll go crazy on Twitch.
But before we get out of here, go ahead and tell them your Instagram, your YouTube, where they can follow you at.
It's Tim So Funny Official on Instagram, Tim So Funny on YouTube. I just started my Facebook page because my last one got hacked, bro. Right when I was about to get paid. So it was Tim So Funny Official. Now it's just Tim So Funny on Facebook. It's a new page. Only got 8 followers. Go follow me. TikTok, Tim So Funny Official. Xbox, Tim So Funny YT. You feel me?
Fuck with my boy Tim. Bro, I appreciate you coming on the show. We had a great conversation.
Man, great conversation, man. Part 2, Part 3. And we talk about them apparitions and spirits, bro.
I got a whole nother topic.
Nah, bro, that might go that one might go deep, bro. I'm cool with like, I don't really never get to talk to people who tap in on that.
No, I do want to say before we go that you definitely came with some deep shit with as far as your experiences. I appreciate you presenting that in the mic, because a lot of people be like, man, I ain't even tell that story. You know what I mean?
Niggas too cool, bro.
They too cool.
But are you gonna be cool when you die? It don't matter. So you just might as well put it out, bro. Keep it G.
Facts. We'll see y'all next video.
It's time to let it flow. It's time to let it flow. Yeah, it's time to let it flow. Yeah, it's time to let it flow. It's time to let it flow.